So, originally when I was making this video, I was recording it on my phone, but then I had trouble getting it on my computer, so I'm just gonna use my computer camera, even though it looks worse. I don't know if it's gonna look this bad with editing, but yeah. But, hello, it's your boy, PokeWest. Dude, I have wanted to make that like my opening thing for so long, but I always find some way to screw it up, so it never happens. But, yeah. Welcome to my video, and there is something I am a huge fan of, SMG4, and his content is just hilarious. I love a lot of the characters, but there's a tradition in SMG4 every year in like fall. We have War of the Fat Italians, the contest where SMG4 and Mario start to read fan comments, they fight, and we see who wins. War of the Fat Italians has changed quite a lot, but I'm here to find out who exactly has won these, because we never really know who won these. At the end of this, they don't keep track of the score. It's just you decide who won. Well, I took that to heart. I have researched every War of the Fat Italians. Yes, everyone. Every single one. And I'm going to do this. Although there's two things I must come across. One, this video is going to be split into two parts. Or three, because I recorded this before and it like ran for like a couple, probably was going to run for an hour. So maybe we'll split part 1 into 2, but we'll see. But, yeah, it's split into 2 parts. And the reason I'm doing that is because of War of the Fat Italians 2020 and beyond. 2020, 2021, and 2022 have issues. Mainly that it's not just Mario and SMG4, it's the entire crew. There are themes to it. So, I have decided to have the first part be about the ones 2019 and before, because I want to focus more on Mario and SMG4. And then I'll make another video where we talk about everybody. Gosh, and already it's taken a while. I'm already up to 2021, so all I have to do is 2022, and 2023 is different enough that I'm not going to talk about it. Which is the second thing. So, yeah, with all that said, let's get started with 2011, the first War of the Fat Italians. And we first start... oh my god. Start off with the plot of this episode, which is Mario and SMG4 arguing. I think SMG4 like went through Mario's browser history or something, and Mario spaghetti got stolen, so they're pissed at each other. So X, or Xbox fan, I did not realize that was his name. I always thought he just went by X, but no, apparently it's supposed to be Xbox. Weird. But he decides, hey, let's have a contest. And this is when we get into the problems. So, fun fact, War of the Fat Italians 2011 is different from many of the others. Yeah. So, the original War of the Fat Italians was mainly just one of SMG4's blooper things. It wasn't really gonna be this contest. He obviously didn't plan for it to end out as a yearly tradition and something at the core of the SMG4 fanbase. And when people take the hearts, which we'll get to when we start actually reviewing this. I don't think this isn't really going to be a review. I'm just going to... I'll put my opinions on the rap battles when we get to 2015. Yeah, 2015. But yeah, so it wasn't really a challenge thing, which made the first one and kind of the second one really hard to count. Anyway, X decides, hey, let's draw. So basically, they decide, let's Alexander Hamilton our issues. By that, I mean they had a duel. And they do. But Mario brought a real gun and shot Luigi's head off. Yeah. And I'm gonna say that that's a tie. Yep. The first War of the Fatalian Challenge was a tie. Next, as it's a quiz, and this one's also a tie mainly because of X not really trying to solve the issue, just trying to get them to stop fighting like children. So X is like, let's draw each other. That will help. It doesn't really work. So, yeah. No one wins this one. Huh. So anyway, next they decide to have a staring. Now then they go through a bunch of challenges. The first being a staring contest. Mario may have won this one, given by the dialogue, but how you interpreted it is mainly the decider. And I interpreted it as it just they both blanked. I think it's just a tie. However, while Mario, I'm not giving the point for Mario for that one. I'll give him the point for the spaghetti eating contest, because I don't know why they thought it would be fair to have a spaghetti eating contest. It's Mario. But yeah. Oh, don't worry. It's not like they'll do that 2 more times. Yeah. So anyway, they then have a Pokemon battle. And Mario's Snorlax dies. Although SMG4 would have already won this because, let's be fair, he had God. He had the power of God and anime on his side. Oh gosh. Is that meme even still relevant? I don't think it is. I think I just said a dead meme. Uh-oh. Next is Barbie Tea Party, which don't know how you can judge that, so tie. And give an old man a bath, because apparently they saw the SpongeBob episode and was like, I want to use that joke in this video. And that's it. 8 challenges. And both tie at 1 point. Yeah. However, at the end of the video, a robber soon appears. Mario takes the bullet for SMG4, but luckily his fat keeps him from dying, and they make up. Yeah, so... Where's 2011? Clearly, they were just starting out. And then 2012 is weird. I don't know why SMG4 decided to do it again. This one also doesn't really have comments yet. It's just random challenges X proposed. But yeah. Anyway, they decided to have a race. And hold on. Okay, I remember now. So they just race to the top of the hill like the Koopa the Quick thing in the original Super Mario 64. And yeah, SMG4, Mario gets a head start, SMG4 throws a bomb at him, and somehow Mario gets up there, even though that bomb probably gave him a concussion, right? I think that was the joke. But anyway, yeah, my phone won't unlock. Come on, show me the script. I can't talk. Anyway, fly farther in the cannon. Once again, at Bomb Bomb Battlefield. And Mario decides. And Mario wins because he's actually able to get into the cannon, while SMG4 gets blown up by a bunch of bombs that Mario placed in there. They didn't say that. They didn't say anything about that in the rule book. Competition to hold their breath out underwater. And SMG4 wins, and Mario drowns. Huh. So, yeah, that was stupid. Anyway, they then go to return the baby, Penguin, and Mario does what he normally does and throws it off the building. Well, not the building, the cliff. And SMG4 gets mad that he got the wrong baby and throws him. Child murder! Anyway, oh my gosh. Anyway, next day's try, flying! SMG4 doesn't put the wing cap on and falls. And Mario does put the wing cap on, but can't fly. And then Bowser comes around and is like, hey, look, I can fly. You know what, Bowser? I respect that. I'll give you the point. Because why not? Realistically, this is going to count as a tie. And it won't factor in when we get to 2020 because the scores are going to reset. I'm not really going to talk about the ones for this score because then Mario and SMG4 are going to have an unfair advantage. I'll say what their scores add up to, though, in the next one. But then they decide who can... Anyway, they're mad that I gave Bowser the point and decided to try to kill him. And Mario wins this by... being naked. Like SMG4 does the classic Mario 64 way, but Mario's just flashes him and he's like, Wah! Surprisingly not the first time that this happened in this franchise. Ugh. Anyway, then we have farming. They decide to try to farm, and they screw up. They just don't know how to farm. It's a tie. And then they have the War of the Fat Italians game show. And all of them get shot and lose. The end. And once again, 8 challenges. But this time, SMG4 stays at 1 point. But Mario gets free. Meaning Mario was the winner of the 2nd annual War of the Fat Italians and the first to win one. Huh. Interesting. Oh, I didn't talk about the story for that one. I don't really remember. I think they just argue again about stuff, and then at the end they like get into fights. SMG4 is at the end of a cliff or something. I don't really know. I'm not really caring about the stories. Right now, I'm more focused on who's been winning this. Because I think all of us want to know who has actually been winning this. So, let's skip to 2013. This time we have a buttload of challenges. Because now, and the first one is Goomba stomping. I don't think there is a story to this, I think it's just the same thing. They just argue at the beginning. Most of these are just them arguing at the beginning. And then at the end, they're like, I'm sorry, bro. Except at the end of this one, it's X not keeping track of the score. And saying, hey, it's up to you guys who won this. Luckily, I did keep track of the score. So let's get into that and see who did win this. So, 2013. The first one was Goomba stomping, as said before. And that one's SMG4 because he at least killed one Goomba, while Mario made Goombas. He got like a negative 318 score or something, so yeah, I think he lost. But anyway, then who can fly better? SMG4 wins this because this time he remembered to put the cap on, while Mario didn't. And then, make Peach happy, Mario's Riz is in the negative, so he fails. And SMG4 just says, hey, Mario's never coming to the castle again, and she celebrates. So, yeah, SMG4 won that. Starting out with free. Not bad, SMG4. But your score will be taken by Mario, as next is Climb the Castle, and Mario uses his negative Riz against with Peach and gets launched to the top of the castle. Well, and SMG4 was like, gosh darn it. And when next is Swag. Originally, I thought this was a tie because there was no other way to judge it, but from the comments, I think people have said Mario won that. In fact, by most of these, I did look into the comments to see if people had their own opinions on stuff. It was like this one person that helped me with this one, but I can't find her in the comments anymore, so sorry. Just know I did check YouTube comments to see other people's judgments. Next is making the dead rise. Neither of them win because Mario summons a tree and SMG4 summons the Teletubby. And frankly, I don't know if either were dead, so they both lose. Yeah. Next is plumbing. They just go into a pies full of piranha plants, and Mario farts and kills everyone, including SMG4. So I guess he won. Yay. Next is fashion. Also, I want to say I'm not that the challenges names and what I wrote down is different. So I think this was actually the sexiest fashion, I think. Because SMG4 as an X is like, sexy. And they both win because he didn't pick a winner. He just said they're both good. So yeah. Then we got Pokemans. And I am going to give the score to SMG4 again, because Mario just kicked his Pokemon away, and his Pokemon killed Mario. Yeah. Then, Return the Lost Baby Penguin, the sequel. They decided to repeat the challenge again. Anyway, SMG4 gets the win. Because Mario throws his off the cliff again, but we never get to see what if SMG4 did the same thing again. So I'm gonna just say he won. Then make Ouija happy, and SMG4 wins this because Mario kept annoying him. Mario, you're not really doing this good. You know that, right? Anyway, so then we have watching TV, which is a tie because I don't know how you judge that. Yeah. Then the spaghetti challenge. Again. A challenge that favors Mario, and Mario wins this one. Then there's War, and Mario beats this by... And Mario and SMG4 tie because Mario finds the secret 15th challenge, the bathtub challenge, where he uses his bathtub that was at the beginning of the episode, but I'm not talking about the plot, so I don't really care. And he crashes into the tank, and they both die. The end. So, yeah, that was 2013. And this time, Mario has a score of 3, like last time, but SMG4 doubled that with 6. And with 14 rounds, and with a 14-round game, SMG4 has won. Oh, by the way, I'll tell you how many ties they got when we get all of them done. To 2019, because again, I'm keeping 2020, 2021, and 2022 out, and I don't even know if I'm going to talk about the ties for those ones. So, let's get their way to 2014. And then we have Survive the Annoying Toad. And SMG4 wins this one because Mario explodes because he couldn't take it. Then we have Peach, Date Peach. A repeat this time, but this time it's a tie because while Mario, as I said, had negative Riz, SMG4 gets screwed up by Mario because he just pops up. Yeah. And then we have Watch Teletubbies. And Mario's like, oh, screw that. Shoots himself, and SMG4 wins by default. Then survives skydiving without a parachute. Mario gets into a plane and crashes, and SMG4 tries to hit the water, but he did not hit the water. I don't know what his plan was, though, because if you actually do try to hit the water, it isn't a Minecraft physics. You will actually smack down to it. It'd be like hitting concrete. So, don't know what he was thinking. Then we have P the Furthest. SNG4 is a weird show, but especially the older episodes. I'll just say Mario won this. And I'm just going to ignore the next challenge because 2014 was a different time and I don't want to get canceled. I'll just say that. And I'll just say that this is a tie because I'm confused. Then, who has the most swag? SMG4 wins this one because he strips Mario down and wins because Mario is embarrassed and runs away. And then we have next is Make Tubby Custard, where they were challenged to make Tubby Custard, and neither of them, I think, made it well, so they both lose. Then we have the Waluigi Launcher, and SMG4 wins this one because his went further. And then we have Twerk. This one is given to Mario because he's the only one that participates. Although he gets outclassed by Wario. But Wario isn't in this contest, is he? But anyway, next we have Who Can Be More Idiotic? The scene that defines what old SMG4 is. And I'll just say it's a tie. Then we have Spaghetti Eating, which, again, with Spaghetti Eating. SMG4 takes the liberty to shake during this one, just uses a vacuum cleaner. They fight, and this is the first one with comments, so these ones were commented. So, they eventually steal the remote and just start spamming the comment challenges. None of them really count in my opinion until we get to the Ouija fight. And they both try to fight Ouija, but Mario dies and SMG4 is the one to beat him in the end. Now it is teamwork and they make up after this, although then they go back to eat their spaghetti and it ends up being a tie. Yay, for the once spaghetti eating didn't favor Mario. But anyway, the Ouija fight is SMG4's win. Anyway, 2014. This time, Mario has one less score than last time, now having only 2 wins, while SMG4 has 5 wins. And strangely enough, the total also decreased by 1 because it was 13. There was 13 total rounds. Well, I guess there would have been 14, but I decided not to count the lightning round this time because frankly it was just them screwing up the contest. I don't think it counted. But next we're going to talk about a very important milestone. The first War of the Fat Italians to have the rap battle 2015. So 2015 is the first one to have the rap battle at the end. I'm just going to say this right now. No one has really won any rap battles, so I'm not going to count them. But I will say my opinions on each one when we get to them. How about that? Okay? Okay, so Survive a Toad and Teletubby Party is the first one. And it's a tie. Because, as before, was like in the bathroom, and Teletubby got him, and Mario ran into a bunch of toads. Then we have Paint Peach. Tie because both those paintings were not Van Gogh level. And who can endure Luigi's dance moves? SMG4 wins this because Mario just explodes. Yeah, no one can survive the great dance of the Luigi. But then we uh what? Find out what's a Sonic. I'd say SMG4 lost this because his turned out and Mario's was just Sonic. So I'm gonna give the win to him. I think this may have also been when I saw the comments and they said, yeah, Mario won this one. Oh, by the way, also in the comments, I've actually kept track of my score long ago and put them in the comments. So I guess at the end of this, I'll say what I originally thought and compare it to what I now think. Anyway, then we have who is the best doctor? Tie. They are terrible, and I would not want them to be my doctor. No, I would not. Then we have make a pizza. Wait, no, I read that wrong. Keep pizza from Chica. Mario loses this one because Chica gets him, but Mario ate the pizza and Chica just beats the crap out of him. Yeah, SMG4 wins. Then who's most easily scared? And this one is also a tie because they both get scared by Justin Bieber. Then defeat the giant Mario head faster. Mario's able to pull up a couple great moves and able to defeat it, but SMG4, as soon as he pops up, he just pulls out a gun. I know Luke really is Australian, but his avatar SMG4 is clearly American. Then we have Waluigi Launcher, the second round. But this time, it's a Mario win because he loads Mario... Not Mario. Okay, something weird just happened. But yeah, he loads Waluigi up with a bunch of bombs and stuff, and he's able to go into outer space, giving him a score of infinity. Mario has won the Waluigi Launcher. Then, serve Tubby Custard. They both fail because the room is just jack full of Teletubbies, and while SMG4 was able to escape, Mario got jumped. Yeah. Then, who can get the most Ouija dolls? Now, I guess this one should have been technically a tie, but then I saw the ending, and there was a tank that Mario drove in on, and I'm just gonna say he won because of that tank. I think he won. He definitely won. Then we have the lightning round. Now, originally this round was who can survive a day with Frankie? And this challenge was so boring, X decided to add so many in it that it basically caused the apocalypse. No one won. And then we get to the rap battle. Now, obviously, no one won the rap battle, so I'll just say what my opinion on the rap battle is. I'll say it's the start. It's not the best rap. I'll say the ones that come after are way better. But hey, we started the SMG4 tradition of rap. I don't know what the heck I was trying to do. So, 2015, a score of 3, 8. So there were 12 rounds and both tied at 3. Yay. So, but I guess it's time to move on to 2016. Also, sorry if I stagnate here more, because the other one I did, like, record before, and I eventually screwed up the footage, so I'm, like, redoing it. So, this one is actually a lot more improvised than the other ones, because the last one I'm, like, thinking about what I said before, but this time it's actually the ones I haven't talked about yet. So, Steal Shy Guy's Toast. Now, this is going to be a technicality thing, because it says, who can keep Shy Guy's Toast the longest? And SMG4 was the first one to be eliminated. So, I'm going to give the score to Mario, because technicality. Now, go 1 day without eating spaghetti. I think that during this one, Mario just quits. He's like, nope, I quit. So SMG4 wins by default. Who would win a staring contest between, I think, Toad and Steve? Now, Mario technically, in my opinion, lost this one, because he cheated. Now, other times they cheated, I ignore it. But this one, yeah. Plus, when we get to the next round, we see that SNG4 is still staring, because they gave him Steve, and... Fun fact, Steve doesn't have eyelids. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. Next one is Tubby Custard Eating Contest. They've said, so basically you gotta eat it and give it a positive review. SMG4 gets this because he's the only one that actually said, 10 out of 10. Even though it was under threat, so yeah, I'll give it to SMG4. Then, I'll give helping an old lady across the street to Mario. I think Mario just, like, gives her a jet engine and she just flies away. So, yeah, Mario wins. Then we have longest. Whoa. We'll just say Mario won. Well, that's just what we'll say. Mario won. Anyway, then we have imitate Peach, and I'll say no one won this one because there was really not a judge, and they were just going around doing stupid stuff. Then we got catch the legendary Pokemon, and then while they were trying to catch it, they get into the next challenge: survive the Eggman train, and they both tie. Then we got fashion show, and I'll say it's a tie, because none of the judges, like, pick one. Then we got the wallet inspector, inspect the most wallets. And SMG4 wins this because he finds a wallet shop, and Mario decides to inspect something else, and Eggman drowns him in lava. Then we got triple round, which doesn't amount to anything, it's just a tie, just them at a tea party. Then we have wrestling. They tag team wrestle with a couple others, and it ends up being a tie. But then they decide to have a rap battle again. Although this time, Bowser gets into the mix and raps too. And after that, Mario and SMG4 team up and defeat Bowser. So yeah, 2016. Well, this one is also an SMG4 victory, as Mario only has 3, and SMG4 has 4. Then And also this one had a total of 13 challenges. And now we are on to 2017. 2017, a different shirt because the rest of this is being recorded a couple days later. Anyway, 2017, we start out with Survive Bob's Hot Wraps. And he says like two lines and both their heads explode, so they both lose. Then we have taco eating contests, and Mario wins, but can I just say, how are you fitting that many tacos in that like tiny taco stand? What the? I think Waluigi still has his. Oh wait, that hasn't happened yet. No spoilers. But yeah, that's just weird. But Mario won, and then we have keep their half from Soldier. You know that guy from Team Fortress 2. Yeah, no, SMG4 wins because technically Mario lost first, and it says keep your hat the longest. And SMG4 may fall, but technically Mario won. I mean SMG4 won. Point to SMG4. Next is who can animate better, which is famous for that collab with Y'all Ones Out. There's debate between this one, but I'll give it to SMG4 just for having the better animation. How are you moving? How are you moving? So there might be a ghost in my house, but I need to get this done. Because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna spend so long editing this. Anyway, then do nothing like Luigi. SMG4 tries to, but then he zones out and starts, like, memeing in his head. But Mario has the brilliant idea. Throw a rock at his head and make him have a coma, which gives him the victory, in my opinion. Anyway, then we have Survive Science Class. Teach by Bob and Boopkins, and no one really wins this, especially because they bring a pipe bomb at the end. I think they're all dead, including Bob and Boopkins, so no one wins. Yay! Then make Bowser cry. SMG4 tries his best, but nothing works. But then Mario comes around and says, "You're adopted," and Bowser just starts crying. Wow, Mario's a jerk. Anyway, then we have pickup lines. I'm just gonna say no one won this. No way any of them won this. Anyway, then we have 1v1 Meggy, and they basically in Splatoon. Anyway, they're just running away from her because obviously it's Meggy. But then SMG4 decides to stop being a coward and go after her, but then gets hit by a train, which makes me say he lost. Then Mario decides to throw in the towel, but it turns out to be a Shrek. He tries to get a shot in, and Meggy just dodged it and shoots him back. Yeah. Anyway, next is make Bob popular. I'll give SMG4 this one because Mario just did a billboard. SMG4 made a whole commercial for, like, the Bob. And you know what? I buy one. Shut up and take my money. I want a Bob. Anyway, the next is triple round, which is a tie. Which is a tie like most of the triple rounds are. Because, like, nothing happens. But then we have the last challenge, Steal Fishy Boopkin's Pillow. And no one was able to do it, so tie. Man, I was able to get through that real fast. Huh. Anyway, 2017, Mario, SMG4 both tied with 3 points, and this one had a total of 12. So, yeah. But there is a bright side to this. The rap here is actually pretty fun, and also is the first rap to have the characters that are not Mario and SMG4 in it. It's pretty cool. Next is 2018, which I think is infamous to many. Okay, infamous. I said that word wrong. But for those who don't know, 2018 introduced this little arc, the Waluigi arc. Arcs have then become a staple of SMG4, and the first one ended with a War of the Fat Italians. Now, this did two things, and there's a problem. So, because it ended in War of the Fat Italians, they started to more have all the arcs end in War of the Fat Italians. Not the next two, but then came the YouTube arc, and most of them ended with War of the Fat Italians. And that has become controversial in the fan base, because now War of the Fat Italians don't feel special anymore. Because they're not really being creative. So, that sucks. But I still say 2018 is really good, especially the Waluigi arc. It's probably still the best arc on SMG4. I just realized I've kept my air conditioner on. That I'm I'm turning off. Anyway, then we have. So our first challenge is survive a haircut from Bob, and it's a tie. I don't really know if there's a way to judge this. I think it's just a tie. Anyway, then who can make a better anime for Fishy Boopkins? And I say Mario. And Boopkins like Mario's better, so Mario wins that one. Steal Bowser's chicken nuggets. Mario was actually able to get away with it, so I'm going to give him the victory. Then get Yoshi to pay taxes. Newsflash, they didn't. And paper airplane. Mario was able to make a pretty cool paper airplane that destroyed the city. Yikes. But he also... But SMG4 made a whole paper jet, and so he wins. Then, get Luigi a date. Now, this one I was back and forth, because originally I thought it was a tie, or maybe SMG4 won. But actually I think Mario may have won, because technically the birds were all over Luigi. So, yeah, I'll give Mario the point. Then we got a wheelchair race. No one won this, because they both went off the racetrack. Next, we have Scare Meggy. SMG4, Mario tried to with the dumbest ways and got his butt kicked. So that happened. But SMG4 comes in with Boopkins, and Boopkins says, hey, wanna watch anime? And Meggy does not like anime, so that works. And SMG4 gets the victory. The next two, Date Psycho and Smash, are ties. When they date Psycho, Mario, I've already said, Mario has negative Riz. He, like, screws up that date. And SMG4 is, like, panicking and has a heart attack trying to pour in wine. Yeah. And the final one is more story heavy, so no one really wins that one. I thought SMG4 may have been able to win it, because technically he was with the good guys, Mario was with the bad guys, so... But no, they somehow managed to end that in a tie. And the rap! I love this rap. This is like one of the best raps. Like 10 out of 10. It's like... So, as SMG4 goes on, the raps tend to get better and better. And that is definitely true until we, like, get 2021. I think that's the last time it really peaked, because then 2022's rap wasn't up to par. It was still good, it just wasn't better than most of the other raps. But yeah, 2018. Sorry I rushed through it, but I'm like at the final stretch, so I'm like trying to get this over with. And yeah, we're here, 2019. Now again, I will be doing 2020, 2021, 2022, not 2023, because that's totally different. It's just, I want to focus more on Mario and SMG4 first, because when we get to 2020, they allow all the characters in. I have finished watching 2021 at this point. I have all the points down. I just need to record it and say my research. But before we get to my research for these ones, let's go to 2019. 2019 starts off with Survive Kirby, which SMG4 technically won because Mario got eaten, but SMG4's skeleton survived. Yeah, I'll give him the points. Then we got arm wrestling. Mario and SMG4 do try to arm wrestle, but SMG4 breaks his arm. Yikes. Then we got Steel Tari's Duck, which is a tie because SMG4 tries to steal it. He can't bring himself to because Tari starts crying and he dies from guilt. But Mario steals it with a blindfold and is able to take it away. And then he immediately loses because he got ran over by a train. Now, technically, I think Mario should have won this, but the challenge clearly states that he lost. So, sadly, I cannot award Mario the victory here. Next is Get Waluigi in Smash. Yeah, if you look at Smash Bros. Right now, I think we can say that they both lost. Anyway, but then we have Waifu, where they have to try to be the best waifu. This is like a very weird scene. Joker, please shoot them. Anyway, then next is Minecraft House, and I'm also technically, I guess SMG4 won, but Steve was like, "You both suck, I quit." So technically, it is a tie. Anyway, next we have Make SMG Free Laugh. SMG4 tries to do him with the dumbest joke ever, and Mario just punches SMG Free or something, and punches SMG4, and SMG Free laughs because SMG Free just likes to see SMG4 get hurt, so Mario won. Then we have Make a Metal Runner arm, and SMG4 tries, but then his thing flies and kills Heavy. Yeah. And Mario made the freaking Infinity Gauntlet, so I'm gonna say he won this. He didn't. He definitely won this. Anyway, then we got Meggy Impression, which I'm just gonna say is a tie because Meggy seemed disappointed. But then we got Battle Axel. Yes, we had the Battle Axel with his own characters. Now Mario creates an abomination that fails, but SMG4 creates Kermit. Kermit gets curb stomped at first, but then he comes back and destroys Goku. Yeah, I think it's Goku Axel makes. And then we got the next rap. Again, I think this rap is good and pretty decent. It's also the past raps didn't really focus on Mario and SMG4 that much, but this one more did, so it is pretty good. So anyway, 2019, and I also forgot to talk about 2018. Mario won that one by 3, and SMG4 got 2, and there was a total of 10. This one is the opposite. 2019, Mario got 2, SMG4 got 3, and total still 10. So, yeah. So, I guess now we're done with the War of the Fat Italians that only had Mario and SMG4. So, there is still one thing.
Who did it better? You decide.
Okay, 2011 was a tie. 2012, a victory for Mario. 2013, a victory for SMG4. 2014, another victory for SMG4. 2015, a tie. 2016, a victory for SMG4. 2017, a tie. 2018, a victory for Mario. And 2019, a victory for SMG4. officially, Mario has won 2 War of the Fat Italians. SMG4 has won 4. And not only that, Mario has won 23 rounds, while SMG4 has won 28. The winner is SMG4 by I wouldn't really say a landslide. Mario was close, but he really couldn't make it. So, yes, technically, SMG4 is the champion of War of the Fat Italians. Now, this is pretty interesting to me. So, here's the thing. A lot a lot of SMG4 winning is just because of logic. He's smarter than Mario, so of course he was able to like win more rounds. But here's another thing. Mario, I will show you this thing I'm reading off of. It's the score sheet I used. And Mario only was able to get up to 3 points. SMG4 was able to break that 3 times. Not 4, 3 times. 5, 6, and 4. Also, I think it's funny that SMG4 won 4 War of the Fat Italians. Quite funny. But, yeah. SMG4 is the victor. There's also a total of 49 ties. Now compare that, now that's kind of a lot. But compare that to their scores, it's like halfway there, so it's not really that big of a deal. But yeah, the winner of War of the Fat Italians and the champion is Luke's OC himself, SMG4. Who would have thought? And that's it for today's video. But stay tuned because this isn't over. Because while we're done with the Mario and SMG4 saga of wars, War of the Fat Italians, we still have 3 more. And this time, everyone's here. So, I guess, wait for that. And we'll see if SMG4 can still keep his crown, or if it's time for new flesh. And furthermore, will Mario and SMG4 score improve with their new ones?